She got a body like an hourglass, but I can give it to you all the time. She got a booty like a Cadillac, but I can send you into overdrive. You've been waiting for that step on the upswing, you're back. See, anybody could be bad to you. You need a good girl to blow your mind.
Hello, I'm Jessie J, and you are watching Nessa on air.com.
So tell us, bang bang.
Yes.
You had the radios on lockdown with that, man.
Kicked off. It's kind of a bit overwhelming still, to be fair. Like,
really?
We haven't stopped. Like, we flew to LA, and our flight again was delayed. It's been so much delays.
Damn it, delays.
And we were supposed to land the night before we launched the single, and we landed at midnight, and we got up at 3 a.m. to launch at 5 a.m. And before we even really started launching, before I even sang it on the radio, it had gone to #1. So
isn't that crazy?
It's the most ridiculous. I can't quite believe it. It hasn't sunk in yet.
Really?
But I don't feel like that's not it. Like, literally, I'm like, right, this is work time now.
Yeah.
The next year, like, I'm singing everywhere.
Oh, man.
I'm just going in.
You're
I'm
ready?
At the airport, like the gate, like bring into the room.
Do you get sick of hearing it over and over yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Not yet. But it has been on the radio a lot.
Non-stop.
I don't want it to be one of those songs where we're like, oh.
Hey, listen, that means it's so huge. We want it to that point. Come on, Jessie. It's your time right now, man.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Nicki and Ariana are like, I met them yesterday on set in LA. It was so much fun.
How was it?
Well, it was amazing because usually, obviously, you do the video before you launch the single. So
Right.
to know it was #1, we were all kind of celebrating and shooting the video. And I was just standing next to Nicki Minaj like, how can you look like that? Like, you're amazing.
She is.
I know, and I was just like a toothpick.
No, listen.
Just standing next to her.
Don't judge me. I had an interview with Nicki before, and I accidentally grazed her booty. Like, I was like, oh, oops. But it was really on purpose.
Her body's amazing.
Dude, everyone's talking about Bang Bang as that song that's like, you know, out there, the Lady Marmalade comparison for our
it's exactly
time.
what we wanted.
Yeah, it's, you know, and that song was so huge for us, like, growing up. Like, I remember, like, oh my gosh.
The tap dance.
Dude, and just the outfits, the video, everything was just amazing. I remember rushing home to see that video and tear around and everything. So
much now, people, you know, women especially, don't team up as much as they used to. Like, there's a feature here and a little drop there, but I literally feel like I'm in a girl band with Nicki and Ariana. Like, I'm hyping it up to that point. But I know the song wouldn't be doing as well as it is without them, so I'm so humbled and appreciative of their support for me, because I've tried in the US many a time, and so I feel, I feel so happy that my voice is finally, you know, people are seeing it and enjoying it.
So apparently you cried when you got Nicki's verse?
I was sitting on the end of my bed. It was about 3 a.m. We'd just flown back from the Philippines, literally the night before. We was on tour in China and Philippines. And I got home, and my A&R just sent it, said, have a listen to this. And I was like, okay. Didn't mention it. Yeah. So I'm listening through it. It's like, it's missed on the front of us, things to the front of us, things to the front of us, And I was like, wait a minute. And I literally was just like, whoa. And it just kind of hit me. Like, I've had my ups and downs. Like, I've been signed for 10 years, and I was like, thank you, God, for giving me this chance to,
Who was the first person you called when you got the verse?
Who did I tell? Do you know who I told? I told Claude Kelly, because he was awake on WhatsApp. And I remember saying, you're never going to believe it. Because I wanted Nicki on Do It Like a Dude. And we spoke about that yesterday. Yeah. And that was my first single. And she was like, yeah, like, I remember Do It Like a Dude. And I came to London. And that's my terrible American accent, FYI.
I loved it, though. That had us right there.
So she, and just to have, like, 5 years on. Yeah, it feels great.
Have you ever been starstruck meeting anyone that you just, like, look up to and you're like, oh my gosh, there goes so-and-so?
I don't really get starstruck. Yeah. Because I hate it when people act starstruck around me. Right. Like, I hate it. And they're like, I'm just like, really? Just chill out. It's fine. We're all the same.
I like that.
But yeah, I guess, who have I met that I got?
It's gotta be like someone like, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, there goes that legend right there.
I recently sang with Smokey Robinson.
That's huge. Right? When I saw that on the internet, I was like, you must have just fell apart.
Well, I hadn't met him or heard the song until like a few days before we sang the song together, and he came out to soundcheck and he was just so...
Oh my gosh.
Like, we hadn't sung the song before soundcheck, and I was just like, hello. Like, hello, Smokey. Like, what do I say? And he just held eye contact with me the whole soundcheck. And I was like, I can't break it. I can't be the one that breaks it. And he was so sweet, and he called me after the show and he was like, you're amazing. I was like, do you know who you are? Like, come on. But it's just so nice when like singers that I've grown up listening to, like Kim Burrell, for her to like go out on Twitter and show me love, like, is just amazing for me.
Who else do you want to work with?
Oh.
Okay, look, your top 5 that you're just like, I have to.
You have to be so careful on this because you want to really get in the ones you really actually like, genuinely. Okay. Prince.
Oh.
Kim Burrell.
I like your face. Get the camera to focus on that face right there. It's real. Drake.
Beyonce.
Oh, yes, good one.
There's so many. Okay, one last one. It's going to be a man. I'm going to go for Luke James.
Wow, it's a good list.
Thanks.
Yeah, have you been thinking about this?
No.
Okay, this
but
is
no,
good.
it changes. But there are so many people I want to work with. Like,
who else?
Oh, who's saying?
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz. You know what? Every time me and Trey see each other, we're like, let's do a song, and da-da-da. So I'm sure that will happen one day. Who else is there? There's so many people. Eminem.
Oh
Pink,
my gosh, yes.
Gwen Stefani. We're still kind of working on the album track listing. It keeps changing. I'm listening to it and really trying to make sure I get it right. Yeah. It's a lot of singing. I'm not holding back on this album. I'm bored of holding back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you get the whole, people need to be able to sing along. If I go and see an ice skater, I don't want to be able to do what they can do. I want to be impressed. Yes. So there has to be that level of like, whoa, like I can't do that. So I'm really trying to make sure that I challenge myself on this album. But yeah, it's very eclectic. Like, there's a lot of acoustic stuff on this album, which is fun because I've not done that, even though I do that a lot. I've not put that onto an album. I've worked with Trick in the Dream. There's a lot of features on the album. Do I tell you a feature?
Yes, please. Come on, give us something. You've deprived us for how long? Come on.
Which one? Okay, there's a song on there that features 2 Chainz, right? And I want to learn the rap so bad. He's like, Lamborghini's got 4 doors. 4 doors. It's so good. It's so catchy.
That.
Yeah.
That's
in the club, white girl in the middle looking like an Oreo.
Bang, bang into the room. I know you want it. Bang, bang all over you. I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute, say bang, bang, there goes your heart. I know you want it. Back seat of my car. I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute, say she might have let you hold her hands go, but I'ma show you